Hi, just wanted to give a quick message regarding Real ID. A lot of questions have been asked about what is Real ID? How does it affect me? What is my thought on it? What is likely to happen with Real ID? Real ID is an enhancement to our existing driver's licenses. We have already, as a state, complied with 30 of the 37 things needed in order to make them Real ID compliant. The last 7 involve things like making sure people actually are verified as who they are, making sure they can't get a license in our state if they already have one in another state, frankly, common sense things that keep people who should not have licenses, including people that are here illegally, from having a license. These are all good things. 22 states have already completed all 37. All but 4 are making good progress and have had exemptions like us, waivers, to allow them to continue to make good progress. We have a waiver that takes us through October of this year. We've got to get these things completed, or starting in 2018, Kentuckians will not be able to use their driver's license to fly on an airplane, to go on a military post, to go into federal buildings. It doesn't involve any biometric information. It requires people to bring in some kind of proof of who they are, birth certificate, social security card, etc. That information is scanned and kept in a Kentucky database. It is not shared with anybody at a federal level. It is not searchable by people even at the state level. Whether it's state police or the FBI, they have to have a warrant, they have to have some reason to be able to access that information. The information that we're asking for from people is actually much less than is required for you to get a passport. Senate Bill 245, which is the one that's making its way through the legislature, which may end up on my desk, would also give people a choice. For those who say, listen, I don't want to bring that information in. I like my ID just the way it is and my driver's license just the way it is. You'll still be able to have that. You can choose one of 2 paths. You can either choose one that is able to be used when flying at the airport, or you can choose one that's just like the one you already have. They'll look almost the same, frankly, but they'll just have a little bit of data that's readable on these that will be different. In other words, there'll be like a little star on there or some identifier, one that will say it's federally compliant, whatever the case might be. Bottom line is you have a choice. If you want to be able to use it to fly, you can do so. If you'd rather just keep your existing one and get a passport, you can do that too. If you'd rather have no passport and no Real ID and just use a good old-fashioned driver's license because you don't plan to fly anywhere or leave the state of Kentucky or go on into a federal building or onto a military base, you can do that too. Businesses need this to be done. UPS drivers want to be able to deliver the packages that they need to. This is the kind of thing that is us moving forward in a progressive way. Nothing to be concerned about at all. Many of you that are watching this know that I'm as protective as most as it relates to things like our privacy and our personal liberties. And these are the kind of things that I don't intend in any way, shape, or form to see compromised. Real ID is nothing to be concerned about. It's a way for us to ensure that only the people who should have driver's licenses have them. Thanks so much for listening. Any other questions you have, let us know what they are and I'll address them.